Well, hello everybody. It's probably been a while since some of you have stopped by a video. Maybe not. I don't know who knows who stops by what anymore. But, this is probably the first zombie-esque video that's been uploaded in a while for me, but especially since it's New Year's 2021, and I haven't really been doing any zombies content either on Twitch or YouTube the last few months. Figured I'd make a video, put some thoughts together, kind of saying why I have and why I haven't, and what I have been doing, because I have still been doing zombies content, just been off stream, but we'll get into it here in a second. And I just figured I'd good old year wrap up little video and just have a good chat with y'all. So just to dig right into the big can of worms, let's just go ahead and talk about Vanguard Zombies. First off, I still enjoy it. Now, am I playing this game every single day, grinding on it? No, I'm not. I'm playing it much more casually. But every time I do get on it, even if it's just for one game a week or whatever it is, I am still enjoying it a lot. I truthfully am. Whether that sounds asinine or crazy to you, I genuinely still enjoy this product. And it's just going to get better because they're just going to add more content into it. And as I even said on day one, the way they have Vanguard Zombies set up, the more they add into it, it will only get better. Now, you can insert whatever joke saying, well, it didn't have anything at the start. It did. Stop being a cynical asshole. Now, going off of what I just said there, if I am enjoying Vanguard Zombies so much, as I just said, why am I not streaming it? Why am I not making content on it? And the very simple answer to that is, there's never been a more toxic environment around any Call of Duty extra mode than there has been for Vanguard Zombies. Now, I'm not sitting here and trying to persuade you to enjoy the game. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's your thing, and you can go play and enjoy whatever else you want. But, and here's the big kicker. If you don't enjoy something, you don't have to go somewhere else and tell people why you constantly hate it, why it's bad, when they're sitting there, they are enjoying it. Or, and this is examples for me, I can sit there be playing Doom, Destiny, Final Fantasy 14, and people will still want to come in the chat and just complain. Criticism is good. You can give criticism. But you want to give criticism when it's the time to give criticism. Coming into our random Twitch chat where people are just trying to have fun is not the place to do it. It's not. So for me and my mental health, I just avoid it. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. For someone that has enjoyed Infinite Warfare Zombies, which was hated at launch, but now people want to say Zombies in Spaceland is one of the best maps ever. Can't wrap my head around that one still. People that hated World War II Zombies, and now people are enjoying it. People that hated BO4 Zombies, and now people are saying that they enjoy it. When people said they hated Extinction, and now people have going back to it over the last year and say, oh, hey, I actually kind of enjoy this now. It's just, I've been through the ringer. I'm not dealing with it this year, or at least for right now. Now, to time travel backwards a little bit, I kind of want to go ahead and give some, closing wrapping thoughts about Cold War Zombies, because, as I said at the start of the video, I haven't really done anything zombies related, especially since Vanguard's come out, so I've not really gave any closing thoughts. And this isn't going to be a long thing, it's just going to be kind of like a quick synopsis, especially now that it's been a few months, just how my thoughts and my feelings about Cold War Zombies as a whole, and whatnot. But overall, for Cold War Zombies, for me, it was very bland. It just doesn't feel like it really had an identity. Now, I'm not sitting here saying it's bad. It's a very solid game, and it works for what it is. I'm not disagreeing or denying that at all. But for someone that wants there to be variety, and for something that was boasting all these systems of upgrading different guns and upgrading perks and each perk having 6 different abilities, every game always just equated to basically feeling the exact same thing every single time, and you would get there super fast by like around 20 or 25, right? And for me, it's just very bland. It wasn't exciting to play. And that's where, looking especially at Vanguard now, again, say whatever you want about it, But I personally feel like Vanguard already has more variety of playstyles than what Cold War offered after an entire year. Now, I know there's going to be people that be like, oh, well, now, there's actually multiple different playstyles. And yes, if you want to go on paper and make a list of things, yes, technically Cold War has different playstyles. But when you get into the actual game, you can just copy-paste whatever gun you want into the player's hands. And it all still plays almost identically the same. The last point that I want to bring up, and this is something that involves both Cold War Zombies and Vanguard, is the whole idea and conversation about accessibility, especially when it comes to something like Easter eggs. And there's an asterisk there because obviously Vanguard doesn't have its Easter egg yet, but it'll be there. But, you know, just to know. Now, I made a video many months ago. I believe it was after Firebase Z, kind of having the same discussion. So I'm not going to go super in depth with it because they learned from it a little bit, you know, especially during the lifespan of Cold War. Like, the Outbreak main Easter egg was good. It was well designed, if you asked me. Boss fight was fun and challenging. It was great. Maurer Toten, you know, well designed, great. Boss fight wasn't, you know, as hard, but it was a very engaging boss fight, which is so fun when the player is constantly being engaged. That is great. But then we had Forsaken come out. And Forsaken just felt like it was 30 steps backwards into this whole idea of, okay, let's just make sure everybody's able to do it and just get into the boss fight. And the boss fight's a joke. Like, there's no difficulty or challenge at all. And it's the least engaging thing at all. You do more damage with the turret guns than the player actually shooting the boss. It's very weird and it's backwards and all of that. And I know, at least me, I get concerned of, is this the whole idea behind accessibility? Because for me, accessibility should just be, you open the doors, and then once the players get in, they're on their own, right? But anybody can walk through those doors. So everybody has a chance to get into the map and do the Easter egg. But not everybody should have the same easy time of just having their hand held and just going through the steps and going through the motions. It'll be harder for some people and it'll be easier for some people. But it shouldn't just be a, you know, open the doors, get in the golf cart, get your seatbelt strapped on twice, have a police escort drive you all the way to the end, see a cutscene type of deal, you know? It's something that I get concerned with because they have said the same thing about Vanguard, and it's just, ugh. The whole idea is like, they were doing so good as the philosophy after Firebase Z, and then we got Forsaken, and I haven't touched the Easter egg once since the map has come out. I've done the RC car Easter egg more times than I've done the main Easter egg for that map, because it's a lot more fun and challenging than the main Easter egg to do that racetrack. But to wrap up this kind of Cold War Call of Duty Zombies, the last year recap section, Cold War Zombies, I mean, it's a solid title. There are things I love about it. I love Outbreak. I love Onslaught. Oh, Onslaught's so fun. If you haven't played it, play it. It's such a fun game mode. But then there's more bland than there is things that I enjoy. And that's my overall Cold War Zombies opinion. So now with all that silly Call of Duty game review things out of the way, I want to focus on me now. You know, surprisingly, let me actually talk about myself for once. And kind of a self-review and where I'm going in 2022. If I had to describe this year for me in one word, or not one word, but one phrase, it would be fighting for my creative identity. And I know that kind of sounds stupid, and I come from an artsy music background. I went to college for music, you know. It's the way my brain works. But this last year has really been me trying to fight for my creative identity. And what I mean by that is, as a content creator for me, as much as I want people to enjoy and get entertainment from the things that I'm doing, you know, I'm not an entertainer. I know this. I'm not someone that sits here and is cracking jokes 24/7. I don't think that's why anyone ever watches my content. Now, I may say stupid things and do funny things sometimes, but I love making things. I love being creative. I like trying to make my image from me. And that really came under fire for me this last year. I had people, my content showing up in videos, content showing up in videos being credited to Reddit as a Reddit post, and not even to me when my name was literally on the Reddit post, or my channel, I should say. I've had to fight against misinformation saying so-and-so uploaded false information, this is the proper information, but then constantly getting yelled at in my face saying I'm the jealous one, I'm the bad person, blah, 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 blah. And then one of the two really, really big kickers, one of it would be, people being more excited to have someone else watch my content than be excited for my content myself. And then the biggest kicker of them all is someone trying to literally steal my ideas and make things before I can make them because I'm new and still learning the process. That one is just kind of like, why? I still don't understand why that's a thing. It's just, it is what it is, I guess. But all in all, I really got dragged through the gravel this last year. And I really had to fight to be like, why am I sitting here making content anymore? And I'm not talking about getting no views. I just mean to literally see your creative spark being used by someone else instead. It's a really weird feeling to describe if you don't know what I'm meaning, but it's just, it was rough, It was rough. However, it doesn't matter. All in all, because of a bunch of that stuff that was going on, I really kind of went all in on finally really digging in with mod tools and actually making my project for mod tools. It's my creative spark again, It's something that I'm enjoying doing, and it's something that I can't wait for people to one day see more and play and enjoy themselves. Now, I don't know how long it's going to be, but I definitely want to have a playable version of it in 2022 at least by the end of the year, but I would assume by probably June there would be a very rough playable version of it, as long as I stay committed to it. Now, the other thing that I'm very grateful for kind of giving me that creative gaming spark back as well this year was finally getting into Final Fantasy XIV. And coincidentally, when I started learning mod tools was the same time that I actually bought Final Fantasy XIV, but both of those things were delayed at the time because I got obsessed with Doom Eternal. However, though, Final Fantasy XIV, though, play it. It is amazing. I could sit here and literally rant forever how much it is just, I love it. The music, the gameplay, the story. I'm not a story gamer, and the story has me hooked. It's literally the latest expansion is how you wish Tagder Toten would have been. And I've only been involved with the games community for the last, 5 months? I can't math. 4 months since August. I mean, the game is so damn good that you literally can't even play it right now if you're new. They physically had to stop selling copies because too many people were joining the servers and were causing issues with them. You can't tell me that's not the sign of a great game. Okay, I need to wrap the video up now, or else I'm just going to keep raving about Final Fantasy XIV. So, all in all, in regards to 2021, and literally as we sit here today on the 31st, I am very happy with where I'm sitting now, as opposed to me sitting here last year at this point. I feel like my creative spark is here. I am loving doing mod tools. I'm loving the games that I'm playing at the moment. I am having fun and enjoying things at the moment. The biggest thing that I need to continue to push myself to do is just be consistent, and just the fact to push myself. Even sometimes when I'm not feeling it, I just need to push myself. Not to the point of, damaging myself. Just push myself as far as I can to get work done. So, all in all, I hope y'all have a great 2022. I hope you have a great New Year's. I'm looking excited and can't wait for hopefully share more with the Mod Tools project coming along and hopefully playable within the next year. But I'll see you guys then. Have a good New Year's.